Hey there, so in this video I'm going to run through our warm-up for the small group sessions. So each one of these warm-ups is generally going to start the same with some breathing work, some basic joint mobility, activation, and then it's going to go into one of three kind of themes based on the big movement of the day, and that's going to be a squat, push or a bend. So we're going to run through it all together, so if you're following along with this and you're doing it in an open gym or at home, then let's just crack on with it together. And if you've got any questions and it doesn't make sense to you, just drop me a question and I will help you out. Cool. So first thing we're going to do is 90-90 breathing, okay? This is really good for getting our pelvis in a better position, especially if we can sit down all day. It kind of gets into this rotated position here, and we want to bring it through back to what we'd say is more of a neutral position, okay? So feet are into the bench, okay? You're pulling down with your heels, lifting your butt up in the air, just maintaining that little curve in the lower back. 10 deep breaths in, breathe in through the nose, out through your mouth. The whole time staying active in your core, and the butt is just literally lifted off the ground. Cool. So once we've done 10 of them, we're going to jump up and move through kind of our dynamic warm-up drill. And that's going to start with wrist circles. We're going to go 10 one way, 10 the other way. Then we're going to move on to the elbows, 10 one way, 10 the other way. 10 shoulder circles, 10 back. Try and bring the arms in as close as you can. You're going to feel some restriction here and probably notice that I've got an imbalance. That's absolutely normal. We're all going to be a bit imbalanced. Okay. Then 10 forward. When we've done that, we're going to move on to our bound bend. So bound bends, feet are nice and wide apart. We're going to keep our legs straight, reach back between our legs and up over behind us. Okay? From the side, it's going like this. Back between the legs, up over the head behind us. Okay? 10 of them. Doesn't matter if your back bends, that's absolutely normal. Nothing wrong with it. The main thing is you get a stretch through the hamstrings, the back of the legs, and a little stretch through the lower back as you extend overhead. Lost count, that feels like 10. Cool, then thoracic rotations. So you can move through your hips a bit, but I mainly want this to be about moving through your trunk. Okay, just side to side. Going through nice solid rotations. Try and move as far around as you can. And you'll probably notice you'll get a stretch in the core. And over the 20 reps, you'll open up a bit more. Lost count, but that feels like about the right kind of number. And then the cross connect. So this is about lifting one knee and opposite arm and trying to touch. Okay, this is working on hip flexion and the upper back as well. So kind of like that. Okay, that's what we're going to do. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Single leg Romanian deadlift. Hardest thing we'll probably do in this warm up. It's a bit of balance and coordination, which is why it's really good to do. So, soft knee, you're going to drive the butt back and then stand, okay? Do 5 each side, try and control it. If you lose the balance a bit, don't worry about it. This should be challenging. This is making you think about how you're moving your body in space and coordinating movement. If you've been sitting down today, this is going to be really challenging, okay? Right leg, so butt back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then pull backs. So this is standing position. Grab hold of that knee and pull the hip into that extended position. Okay? Show you the rest by side. Just open up, little stretch with the hip flexors here. And Really good. Okay, so groiner and overhead reach. Easier to show you this from the side. Down to here. So extended position. You're going to drop this elbow down to the ground and then reach up overhead behind you. Okay, down and up. Should feel a nice stretch on the inside of the lead leg, and then a little stretch through the lower back as you rotate around. Okay, 5 one side. I'll show you the other 5 from the front and see if the front how it looked. Okay, that down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try and keep this front foot planted the whole time. That's really important. Okay. Then lunge and reach. So this is going to be in a standing position. We're going to lunge forward. As we lunge forward, we're going to reach overhead. So lunge, then reach. Lunge. 10 of these. Open side. Okay. And lastly on this dynamic piece is going to be what we call a lateral lunge. Okay, this is moving more in the frontal plane than in the sagittal plane. So a lot of what we do is in this kind of motion, but this is about warming up the kind of left to right movements. Okay, so in a standing position, we're going to drop one leg out, come down onto this leg and reach forward. Okay, that's it. Okay, down like that. You should feel a nice stretch on the inside of the leg. 5 each side. Don't have to go really low with this. We're not doing what you'd say is a Cossack squat where you go really butt to ground. It's just about moving in a bit of a different way, okay? Okay, we're going to form 5 one side, 5 the other. And that's that part of the warm-up. So now what we're going to do is warm up if we're doing squats today. And these always start with bands, and actually each one of these sessions is always going to start with pull-aparts, because pull-aparts really help get your scapula or shoulder blades in a good position, especially if you've been like that over a computer all day, okay? So quite a loose grip, loose kind of position on the band. It doesn't have to be really tight because you want it to just give you enough feedback to create the right feeling in your shoulders, okay? So from there, shoulder blades retracted, back and down, you're going to pull apart, okay? Doesn't have to be super slow, but what's really important is, you see my shoulder blades, they're staying back the whole time, okay? Not coming forward to here, okay? So keep them back and down, whole time, 20 reps, and you should feel this right through the top of the back and the shoulder blades. This is just getting your posture sorted a little bit for the work you've got to do, okay? So that's first, banded pull-ups. Then what we're going to do, band assisted squat. So wrap the band around the rig, okay? Then what we're going to do is you're using the band to help keep you in a more upright position, okay? So you're going to get into a squat stance. Squat stance should be wider than shoulder width. Hold onto the band. You're going to come down and sit in a squat, okay? We're going to hang out here first of all and just get comfy, play with your footwork, draw your knees out, focus on bringing your chest up. And just get comfortable in that bottom position, okay? The more time we spend here, the easier it's going to be to get into that position dynamically when we squat, okay? So we're hanging out here first of all, and again, the whole time using the band to help keep us in that upright position. If you need to use a thicker band to do this, that's absolutely fine. Cool, and once we've done that, we're going to do some squats. Again, the band is going to help keep us in a good position. We're going to go nice and slow down, pause, and drive up. 15 of these. Feels about right. I think there's a few more to go there. That's good. Then what we're going to do is band resisted squat, and this is just going to help us use our butt a bit more in that squat and become less, let's say, quad dominant. Okay, so you're going to step into the band, feet wide and shoulders apart, hook it around the top of your back. Okay, so in this position, we're going to squat down and stand up. That's it. just simply doing air squats. You're going to notice as you come up, you've got to really drive through, squeeze your butt to get that extended position because you're getting that resistance in the band at the top, okay? Okay, nice and slow, get the feel of it. Once you've done that, you'll be good to go for squats. So for the chest focus or press focus part of the warm up, you're going to start with the same piece as the squat with the pull aparts. Okay, again, nice and loose, dynamic, doesn't have to be really slow. It's about warming up the top of your back and getting your shoulders in a good position. Okay. Once you've done that, what we're going to do is what we call a chest press. So it's quite simple to do. You're going to hook the band around the rig. You don't have to tie it on. You've just got one hand with the side. Okay. And just twist around. It's going to be crossed over. It doesn't matter. You can stand in kind of a staggered position to help keep you braced. Hands down by the side. You're going to punch out and then back. Okay. Punch out and back. The band actually creates a lot of instability, so it's actually quite hard to do. The goal here is to remain nice and stable and controlled through the whole range of motion. Shoulder blades stay retracted. At no point are you coming forward into that position. You're kind of pushing, but the shoulder blades stay back. Okay. Once you've done that, you're going to go around, keep hold of it, and then you're going to finish with the face pull. So get a bit more slack in the band for this because it's quite a hard one. Okay. So instead of just doing what it says a row, you're going to pull your elbows up high and outside and come as close to your face as possible. So you want to get a bit of slack in this because it's just a little bit of feedback. There, then back. There, then back. Okay? That is the banded face pull. Thanks, Ian. See you later, take care. So last but not least, if we're doing the deadlift kind of bending movement for the day, we're going to finish on these three exercises. We're going to start again with the scapular pull apart, 20 of them, nice dynamic movement, get the shoulder blades warmed up. Okay. Then what we're going to do, step into the band and hook it around the back of your neck. We're going to do a band with good morning. This just warms up again that posterior chain, gets the glutes firing, drive the butt back, and then pull through the butt to stand. Drive the butt back, pull through the butt to stand, okay? 10 of them. And then what we're going to do, step out the band, and then we hook it up around the bottom half of the rig. Doesn't really matter where, okay? And this is what we're going to call a banded pull through. Is you have to reach back between your legs, similar to a kettlebell swing you've done them before. Feet are kind of in your squat stance. You're going to hinge back, so you're going to get a bit of slack in the bands, a bit less tight. And then you're going to pull, really drive your feet into the ground and extend. Back and pull. My back should be staying straight, and this is just about hinging through my hips, squeezing my butt at the top. So that is all the dynamic warm-ups for the group sessions. These are a great addition to kind of a home mobility circuit, daily morning routine, anything like that. And last but not least, if you come into a session and you kind of want to get cracking like with stuff first of all, always feel free to jump on a bike, jump on a rower, jump on the ski erg, get your heart rate up, and then if you're feeling tight, grab the foam roller, and I can give you a hand if I'm here, but if not, just target the muscles that feel tight for the day, and that's really going to set you up even better for the session. That's it.